Ever wonder why some buildings feel like a sauna in July and an igloo in January? Turns out that is not just bad luck, it might be a violation waiting to be discovered. You walk into a warehouse expecting normal air, but instead you get a heat wave stuck indoors with no escape route. If the temperature climbs past what OSHA calls safe working conditions, that building just handed you a paper trail. Here is the twist nobody expects. Climate control is not just about comfort, it is a legal requirement in a lot of workplaces and public buildings. Think of it like a report card for a building. When an inspector shows up and checks the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, they are basically grading whether that place respects human bodies or not. Now let us talk about citations. And no, we do not mean the kind you get for speeding. We mean inspection citations, the official write-ups that say a facility failed to keep temperatures within safe limits. Picture an inspector walking through a nursing home with a clipboard and a thermometer. If the rooms are freezing and residents are wrapped in 3 blankets just to survive, that is a citation practically writing itself. Here is why this matters for you if you got hurt. If a building had prior citations for broken HVAC systems or unsafe temperature levels, that becomes powerful evidence that the owner knew about the danger and ignored it. We call that notice, and notice is basically the golden ticket in injury claims. It proves the property owner was not surprised by the problem, they were warned and did nothing. Let us bring in a little history for context. Since around 1970, OSHA has pushed guidelines encouraging safe temperature ranges, even though there is no single federal law naming an exact number. That gap sounds annoying, but here's the plot twist. Local and state codes often fill that gap, meaning your city might have stricter rules than the federal government, and those local citations can be a goldmine for your case. Now imagine an elderly worker collapsing from heat exhaustion inside a factory that ignored 80-degree temperature complaints for 6 months straight. That written complaint history becomes a spotlight showing negligence instead of an accident. Here is the myth we need to squash. People think heat stroke or hypothermia inside a building only happens outdoors, but indoor climate failures cause real harm every single year. Doubt might creep in here, like, does a lawyer even care about temperature logs? The answer is yes, because those logs, inspection reports, and maintenance requests build the timeline that turns your story into proof. So the lesson without sounding like a lecture is this: keep records, take pictures, and report unsafe conditions the moment you notice them. Preparation is not paranoia, it is just smart defense before you even need it. If you want to learn more about how these details help build injury claims, check out our links in the description below.